Today I'm sharing how I upgraded this shelving unit, including how I made the barn door hardware. I started by covering up the holes and the edges with wood filler and sanding down the rough spots. I wanted to keep the rustic look of the shelving unit, so I went with a whitewash treatment instead of paint. I applied the whitewash mix with a brush first and then wiped off the excess with a damp rag. And please use gloves when you're doing this. I didn't, and my hands got covered in paint. After doing the first coat and letting that dry, I applied another coat to deepen the color. I didn't do this, but applying a coat of wax to seal the finish would be a good idea. The shelves had a lot of stains on them, so I decided to paint them instead of doing the whitewash treatment. With that done, next I wanted to add barn doors. I started looking online for some hardware, but everything that I saw was too big and expensive for what I needed. So I set out to find something to make my own hardware, and I was lucky to find these patio door roller kits that have 2 metal wheels that are the perfect size for my project. And then I found these 1-inch wide aluminum flat bars. There's one that's 8 feet long, which is perfect to make the track because it's going to cover the entire length of the shelving unit. And I also got a shorter one to make the hangers. I didn't have a jigsaw or a circular saw, so I used a hacksaw to cut the bars into 4 pieces. It's not ideal, but it does the job. Next, I drilled 3 holes into each of the 4 hangers. I started by making a divot with a nail, and this helps prevent the drill bit from slipping. I used a smaller drill bit first to be more precise, and then I made the hole bigger with a 1/4-inch drill bit. I used the first hanger as a template for drilling holes in the other hangers to make sure that they're all identical. I'll have a link to more details about the hangers in the video description below. The patio door roller kit comes with 2 wheels and lots of hardware. And all you need are these 2 larger bolts and nuts to secure the wheel to the bar. To make sure that the nut doesn't come undone, I just used a bit of glue that works with metal. And this will keep the nut in place while the wheel is still able to turn. I used a template to mark where to drill the holes on the door, and then it was easy to attach the hardware with more bolts and nuts. The bolts need to be about 1/2 inch longer than the thickness of the doors. Next, I drilled 8 holes evenly spread out over the 8-foot-long bar, clamped it at the top of the shelving unit, and drilled pilot holes. The track needs to be installed away from the surface of the shelving unit to leave enough room for the door. I made my spacers using stainless steel straws. Turns out they have the perfect inside diameter for number 10 screws. I marked the length that I needed and used a mini pipe cutter to cut the straw. It took a bit of time, but it was pretty easy. The most important thing is to make sure that all the spacers are the same length to ensure that the track is straight. And that's all there is to it. And then it's just a matter of hanging the doors onto the track. The only thing I will need to add that I haven't done yet is some stoppers at the end of the track to prevent the doors from sliding off of it. I'll have links to all the things that I used for the hardware in the video description below. This project was only one of many that I did in this basement makeover. So if you're curious to see what else I did, you can click on these videos here. Now don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of my new videos. And to get sneak peeks at what I'm working on day to day, follow me on Instagram. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.